lot of y'all are aware of Disney adults. We're not here to talk about that. We're gonna talk about the next evolution. Disney gangs. If you're gonna be in my gang, you gotta talk the talk, okay? Can't call it 7-Eleven anymore. From henceforth, it's now Sam Lamb. And I just realized that some of y'all have no idea what I'm talking about, so we're gonna drop a pin in this and come back to it in about 30 seconds. Watch this clip first.
What's the Disney gang thing?
If you're ever at the Disney parks and you see people in 90-degree weather with a leather jacket, that's gangs. There's initiations. You're one of Andy's toys now. We're in the Toy Story gang, okay? Your initiation is go over to Haunted Mansion and steal the Q rope and bring it back here. And if you do that, you're in the gang.
What?
They don't do that kind of stuff anymore because if you go up in the parks acting rowdy, you will get banned. Side note, Universal and Disney security is state-of-the-art. They have fingerprint and facial recognition, okay? You're under surveillance from the time you pull into the parking lot. I'm in Disneyland in California. Guy comes up to me, asks for a picture. We take the picture, he's walking away, and I'm like, bro, I like how you and your whole squad are in matching jackets. And he goes, I'm in a gang, twin. You mean like Mickey Mouse Club gang? Yeah, and I'm the president. And then he tells me about some of the inner workings of how these gangs operate. Disneyland in California is the only Disney that has gangs. I don't know if y'all know this, but GTA 6 is based in Florida. Of all the times Florida needs to be quiet, now is not that time. How the gangs work is you claim an area or a land, and then you come up with a name for your gang. If I were to start a gang, hypothetically, I would claim a Nintendo World. I used to work at studios, so you know what? I'm claiming 2 hoods. Nintendo and Galaxy's Edge. Hypothetically, those would be my turfs. My gang at studios would be called Sons of Anakin, and my gang at Nintendo would be called Smash Bros. F with me. Okay, so for my gang, we're in the trenches, all right? This is real street stuff. You wanna be in it? Good, I'm glad you asked. So if the West Coast is doing initiations like stealing the rope from the queue, you know what I would do for my gang? We're dropping you off in the real hood, wearing rival gang colors. I need some directions. My friends are doing this initiation for a club, and I just need to... Oh, my bag? What's in it? I don't know, it's a good question, let me see. Unopened MacBook Pro. A Switch too? I didn't even know these were out yet. Once you make it past initiation and you're in the gang, you gotta stay strapped up. You're in a gang now, you gotta look out for the ops. You've gotta keep a Nerf gun on you at all times. Hey bro, you remember them fools that skipped us in line at Velocicoaster? They're at the Sam Lamb on Silver Star, bro. Where you at? You all the way over there on Kirkman, car? I'm finna spin the block and roll back up. Hurry up. Hold on, they finna dip. Hold up. Hey, partner! Heard y'all don't like to wait before you get in the dinosaur paddock. Say hello to John Hammond when you see him, player! Whole lot of gang stuff. Cause when junk gets sticky, you need that blicky. Oh yeah, you could die too, so if the ops roll up on you and hit you with a Nerf gun, you're out the game. So if you're walking through Animal Kingdom and you see your friends and you're like, hi guys, remember me? No, there's gonna be a fake funeral for you. You're done. Can somebody make a gang at Haunted Mansion for all the fallen homies? Matter of fact, we're gonna need 2 just so you have some options. Somebody make a gang at Monsters Land. If you get hit with a Nerf gun, you have to be one of those gangs if you still wanna be affiliated. That's it. And I'm gonna warn y'all right now, Florida folk are a little bit crazier than LA folk. Law enforcement, shout out to law enforcement, they know this. So once people start fake dying, you know what's coming next? Undercover cops. Hello, fellow homies. I noticed you are in a theme park gang. How can I be down to clown? Bro, you're one hundo P a cop. No, I am a CP from Flamingo East. West, I mean. Don't be so sussy baka. I'm skibbity gyat. So yes, if I made a gang, and if you were in it, again, this is all hypothetical, you're gonna have to talk the talk. It's no longer 7-Eleven, it's Sam Lamb. We're gonna have game nights, we'll play California Prison Uno, maybe some D&D, but at the end of the night, Ebonics classes. We in the bill. You know what I mean? I also hear that these other gangs on the West Coast have meetups. I don't got time for all that. However, every 3 months or so, Orlando Informer rents out both the Universal parks, and I hear a whisper on the streets that they're gonna be renting out Epic at some point. I just whispers. That'll be our meeting spot, okay? It is so much fun. Free food, free drinks, all the rides are pretty much walk on. Tickets are like $250, but since you're in the gang now, you're getting a discount. Links in the description. I'll be there. You see me, challenge me, you'll lose. Have my pin ready, okay? Next one's in June. Okay, and last order of business. Let's have the first gang meeting right now. Let's talk about the Switch 2 situation. I mentioned this on my TikTok. We could talk about it here too. They just announced it. They want $450 for this system, $90 for the game, and $90 for the controller? If the graphics were so mind-blowing they had me convulsing on the floor, let's go. Here, take my money. I'm still waiting on that Link versus the Spider y'all promised me in 2011. Announce that on Switch 2 and I'll pre-order now. It's giving toxic boyfriend or girlfriend who's doing stuff that's testing us to see if we'll stay. All right, I've caused enough mayhem for one video. Also, do we have any real ones in the audience? IYK. Guys, I'm not a cop. This is all to distract you from the fact that Hector is gonna be running 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines. Once he starts talking like that, you know he's a narc, bro.